The Hobbit. Bilbo Baggins lived a life of comfort and routine in a snug hobbit hole in the Shire. He enjoyed full pantries, tidy rooms, and predictable days. Adventure was the last thing he wanted. To Bilbo, adventures were messy affairs that disrupted meals and invited danger. Everything changed when the wizard Gandalf arrived unannounced and marked Bilbo's door with a curious symbol. That very evening, 13 dwarves appeared one by one at Bilbo's home, treating it like an inn. They introduced themselves with booming voices and hearty appetites, filling the house with song and stories of lost wealth. Their leader, Thorin Oakenshield, told Bilbo of their stolen homeland beneath the lonely mountain. Taken long ago by the fearsome dragon Smaug, the dwarves sought to reclaim their treasure, and Gandalf had named Bilbo as their burglar. Though terrified, Bilbo felt a flicker of curiosity and courage. The next morning, he found himself running after them, leaving the Shire behind. The journey quickly proved perilous. While camping, Bilbo attempted to pickpocket 3 trolls but was caught. The trolls captured the dwarves as well and argued about how to cook them. Gandalf cleverly delayed them by mimicking voices until sunrise turned the trolls to stone. Among the trolls' belongings, the company found ancient swords of elvish make. Bilbo claimed a small dagger that would later earn the name Sting. Soon after, they reached Rivendell, where elves welcomed them with food, rest, and song. The elf lord Elrond read hidden moon letters on Thorin's map, revealing clues to a secret door into the lonely mountain. Refreshed, the company headed toward the Misty Mountains. While crossing the mountains, a storm forced them into a cave, one that turned out to be the entrance to a goblin tunnel. The goblins captured the dwarves, but Gandalf rescued them in a burst of fire and swordplay. In the chaos, Bilbo was knocked unconscious and left behind. Lost in the darkness, Bilbo found a small golden ring lying on the cave floor and slipped it into his pocket. Soon, he encountered Gollum, a strange creature living underground. Gollum challenged Bilbo to a riddle contest, promising safe passage if Bilbo won. The riddles went back and forth until Bilbo, panicking, asked what was in his pocket. Gollum accepted it as a riddle, but realized too late that Bilbo had taken his precious ring. When Bilbo put it on, he discovered it made him invisible. Using this power, he escaped past Gollum and found the exit. Rejoining the dwarves, Bilbo surprised everyone with his bravery. Though shaken, he began to believe he might be more than just baggage. After being rescued from wolves and goblins by giant eagles, the group sought help from Bjorn, a man who could turn into a bear. He provided supplies and warned them about Mirkwood Forest, a dark and dangerous place. Inside Mirkwood, the path was treacherous. Food ran out, spirits fell, and strange illusions led the dwarves astray. Giant spiders captured them, wrapping the dwarves in webs. Acting alone, Bilbo fought the spiders, rescued his companions, and earned their full respect. Soon after, woodland elves captured the dwarves for trespassing. Bilbo, invisible thanks to the ring, remained free. He devised a clever escape, packing the dwarves into barrels and floating them downriver. Though bruised and wet, they escaped and arrived at Lake Town. The people of Lake Town welcomed Thorin, hopeful that his return meant the dragon would fall and prosperity would follow. After rest and supplies, the company continued to the lonely mountain. They found the secret door only at sunset on a special day foretold by the map. As the burglar, Bilbo entered first. Inside, he saw Smaug lying on a mountain of gold. Bilbo stole a cup, awakening the dragon. Smaug confronted him, but Bilbo spoke cleverly, hiding his name and intentions. He noticed a weak spot in Smaug's armor. Furious, Smaug flew off to destroy Lake Town. Before Smaug could finish his attack, Bard, a skilled archer, struck the dragon's weak spot with a single black arrow. Smaug fell into the lake, dead. With the dragon gone, Thorin reclaimed the mountain and its treasure. But greed overtook him. When elves and men arrived seeking a fair share for Lake Town's destruction, Thorin refused. Bilbo secretly took the Arkenstone, Thorin's prized gem, and gave it to Bard as a bargaining tool. Thorin was furious and banished Bilbo. War seemed inevitable, but a greater threat appeared. Goblins and wolves attacked all sides. Elves, men, dwarves, and eagles united against them in the Battle of Five Armies. Thorin fought bravely, but was mortally wounded. Before dying, he apologized to Bilbo, acknowledging his wisdom and loyalty. After the battle, the treasure was divided. Bilbo accepted only a small portion and returned home with Gandalf. Back in the Shire, he found that many considered him strange for leaving on adventures. Bilbo didn't mind. He had discovered courage, friendship, and the wider world. Though he returned to a quiet life, he was forever changed, carrying memories of dragons, mountains, and the knowledge that even the smallest person can shape great events.